everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Quick look here at Cardano, seeing what's going on. This is a request from one of our community members here. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for asking. Also, thank you for the wonderful feedback. I'm glad it's working out well for you. Nice profits here today from Adam, good 47% in 6 days. Crowcoin, 20% in 3 days. So, been a good little situation there. I would say our Premium Plus group's making a little bit more of a killing here for the day trading with Litecoin, BNB, ADA, Link, ETH, Solana, XRP, and Solana again. It's been a pretty profitable last, 6 hours or so. Been really nice. So again, congrats, and you're very welcome. Happy it's working well for you. If you're curious about that, cryptocash.tech is a site link down below. Let's quickly look at Cardano and kind of see what we're at with liquidation levels in the back end, because there is a pretty heavy amount above the price right now. So if you're considering shorting this coin right now, I'd be very, very careful, okay? Now, just because this level up here exists at 64 cents doesn't imply the price is going to just shoot to that level, but it does imply that things are looking better for Cardano, and that anyone who's shorting is at higher risk than those who are taking it along. Okay, so if you see this here, a lot of people believe that this coin's going to go down, and they are shorted. And keep in mind, these are older levels though, right? So folks have been shorting this coin for 7 days now. It's probably time to close your short positions, right? If you're not taking profits on a short, you're kind of being an idiot. I don't know how else to describe it, because honestly, you can't get greedy in this market, especially when Bitcoin is yanking up like it has. So don't hold on to altcoins right now. While they could pull back a little bit, there's a strong chance we're going to see them surge here soon, especially with Ethereum and a few other larger coins taking off. Okay, so big picture, let's go ahead and take a look here at this coin. Let's go ahead and update. Well, we got our fibs update already. Just removed a previous one here. If we take a quick look at moving averages, we can see we're above all four. That's always a great sign. We maintained above the 20-day SMA, really just implying that we're in pretty good shape here. And we can pay attention to this too, with just kind of a trend line, kind of letting us know roughly where we're at. Because again, it's not exact science, but staying above that level would be beneficial, right? Again, 20-day SMA, really good about giving us a trend, basically being a trend setter. We take a quick look here. Let's go ahead and remove this here. Double check that we're still over 50 in the RSI. Again, no reason to consider shorting. Long position here, or more importantly, stochastic RSI is swinging upwards. We have more potential or propensity for the price to go upwards from here. You can also see a MACD convergence forming here. While it hasn't happened, that's really, really close. So we're almost majorly bullish on this coin, okay? I'd be very surprised if we do not see this level up here at about 64.5, 65 cents swept, okay? Now keep in mind, it's not a tremendous amount up. I mean, it's only about 4%, but generally speaking, that could be a substantial number depending on the leverage you use. But what I'm getting at is between now and then, maybe consider taking profit if you're considering a long position, or you have one open. Now let's talk about areas of opportunity here. First of all, we're under 70 in the RSI, stochastic is swinging up. Money flow index is still above the RSI. That's always a great sign. I love seeing that. That really just implies the price is more likely to stick around because we have more money flowing in this coin, and it's not viewed as overextended yet. It makes sense, right? You got a tremendous amount of support with volume, and you've also got the mindset that this is still a good deal. How is the price not going to go up from there, right? That's kind of the logic there behind those two things. MFI and RSI, personally, those are my two favorite indicators. They work very well in tandem, and seeing that right there is a good sign. Furthermore, here as well, if we take a look at the bigger picture, 0.618 fib there at 61.3 could be the new pivot point if the price pulls back. It may not, but it is still something to kind of be mindful of, right? And generally speaking, if the price does pull back a little bit further here, I would say roughly this 0.5 fib level, the more recent high at 60.5 cents, would be a secondary target. So me personally, if I were to consider getting in, I'd get in perhaps just say now and roughly about 2 or 3% lower, average my price action out to effectively bounce higher. Now again, there's no guarantee, but if we look at the 4-hour time frame, we can see a roughly similar scenario here. MFI, RSI, that combination looking fantastic, and of course MACD is still converging here. So things are looking pretty on the up and up on all larger time frames. Okay, we're almost completely bullish on every single time frame. Let's take a look at the hourly though and just confirm, because we have been extending ourselves here for roughly 9 plus 1, basically 10 hours straight. So honestly, taking along right now is kind of the top, but it's also not, because it could very well continue to run. It would make more sense for the price to pull back a little bit before it yanks up again. Again, if we take a look at this here, once more, that 60-cent mark would be an ideal secondary target, or perhaps even an initial entry. But to me, the price looks like it wants to continue to run. There's no reason why it shouldn't. So whether or not you get in now or at 60 cents, it's all relative, because it should end up hitting its target as long as you set a realistic target. And to me, a realistic target would be somewhere below this upper level here, that 1.0 at about 64 cents. So again, it may not be a massive profit margin, but taking profit between here and there, 2.5%, possibly 4% if the price pulls back a little bit. Those are just good considerations to me personally. This coin is absolutely bullish. There's no reason to consider shorting into it. We can see we got all green lights on the cloud here as well, and moving averages on the 4-hour, hourly, daily time frame. This coin is ready to rock and roll. Okay, it already has, of course, don't get wrong, so congrats to those who are in profit, but to me personally, entry at 62 cents would make sense to, as a shooting for a target at 64, possibly even a 65-cent target as well. I'd maybe have that as a secondary target, or perhaps just 64.5. Once the level of liquidity is swept up here, you might get some targets here, some profit. But generally speaking here, this is a pretty substantial beneficial situation for this coin, and I'm super excited to kind of review this and give you some good news for a change. Because again, a lot of coins, when you analyze them, they're not always looking pretty good. This coin is actually looking at in the upper 5% percentile. Percentile, is that a thing? And it's just looking really positive here. So again, expect a bit of a pullback, but I wouldn't say it's going to yank back super hard. If it does, I would say a 2% correction, maybe this 60-cent mark, and a potential bounce from there would make sense. Again, it's not guaranteed or exact science, but I think we're getting closer to that. Okay, so we're right there, folks. Again, also make sure you check out Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, link down below. We have awesome rewards for those of you who use my link to register. More importantly, I want to raise awareness for this because they're adding 200 trading pairs this week to the exchange, or I think it's this weekend rather, and we're going to have some significant rewards and benefits from that. More important, we have a trading competition coming up, no KYC, no VPN. The list goes on as to why you should use the exchange. They have trailing stop losses, multiple profit targets, things other exchanges don't have, and they're fairly new. So I could just say thank you again, and I deeply appreciate all the support. Thank you so much as well for liking, subscribing, and following. That's awesome. Thank you so much again, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Be safe out there. We'll see you soon. Take care.